Today we're revisiting an old Pro Tour list with 7 cantrips in the main board for Dimir Mill. It's a concept that the Mill deck has wanted for a very long time in the grand scheme of the history of the deck, just because the quality of the Mill spells weren't that high. The argument now is that you don't need to do this because you do have Tasha's Hideous Laughter, you have Glimpses, you have even Jace the Perfected Mind to act as a bad copy of Fractured at the same time as a bad copy of Visions. But there also is something to be said about the selection of Preordain to be able to find the surgical extractions alongside Visions of Beyond just drawing us 3 raw cards. Now, we do have examples of this league where Visions of Beyond drawing us 3 raw cards is great, it just wasn't perfect, and where it does actually end up being exactly what we are looking for. Regardless of where we land, it's a pretty sweet deck list, but I do miss, that 4th glimpse, the one of Jace, and honestly, even Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Going first is the name of the game. All right, I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. It's technically got 2 lands, but okay. Bunch of cantrips that I wish were Preordains at this stage in the game, but let's see what we can and can't do here. Let's see, Peter H. Masters. What are we doing? What are we doing, Peter? Peter. Undercity Sewers. Show me another. Okay. Maybe. It'll function. It'll function for its purposes. They probably think we're Frog, which is good. That's a good thing to make our opponents believe. Oh, they're Frog. Don't piss me off right now. I can't answer that. Okay, unfortunately, I gotta play that and show you that I'm probably Mill. Little unfortunate. Okay, let's do that. They go to their turn. They come in for an attack and just pass the turn. Sadness. Tamayo investigates. Tamayo investigates. All right, nothing there. This Tamayo flips. We're in a bad state. What are we doing? Okay, Polluted Delta. The fetch is off, which is great. Okay. It's 1 card in the graveyard. Gotta be a win there. Okay, we're gonna try and cycle to find a Fatal Push. Yeah, we're gonna try and cycle to find a Fatal Push here. Don't find it. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Go to our turn. Island does and doesn't mean something. Oh, actually, it kind of does. I can force a situation where they have to discard a card. No. It's Visions. I think I legit, just based on my hand configuration, like if I don't find a Fatal Push here, I legit have to concede. Okay, there you go. I have to force them to have the Force Negation. They're more likely to have like a Spell Pierce or a Counter Spell, in my opinion, once they untap. Yeah, like I kind of have to force them to do this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I just lose to this. My hand configuration is not getting there. I could play it out to like have a Fatal Push. It's not what I'm interested in right now. Okay, I think you shave the Visions overall in a matchup like this. You bring in Bloodchiefs, Thoughtseize. You can also drop a Drown and a Preordain, bring in both Extirpates. And I think that's what you're supposed to do. So you have some additional removal. It's been a little common knowledge to potentially drop a Drown against Frog matchups, so this is possible. Like if you take Frog, you're in a good spot. You're in a good spot. Just a little unfortunate the way our hand was kind of oriented, but it's okay. It's okay. Like I'm not dealing with Tamayo flipping, them attacking in. Like they're drawing 3 cards definitely. You crack a clue, you hit with Frog, right? I had to make them have the Force of Negation, which I think was more valuable to me as a resource trade than getting blown out by Counterspell, because blown out by Counterspell means that they still they tap out, yes, but then they still draw a card. Tamiyo still flips. What is the better situation? At least they're down a card, but then even then it's still bad. The Fatal Push needed to resolve regardless. Otherwise I had no chance in that game. Tamiyo flipped is fine, but Tamiyo flip with a frog, it's not happening. It's not happening. I think we're gonna have to just try this and be able to answer frog when it comes down. We have to let Tamiyo go. Yeah, we're just gonna have to let Tamiyo go. Opponent's doing what though? I mean, we begin with 7. Let's see. What are we grinding out here? Polluted Delta to grab ourselves our favorite Undercity Sewer. Tapped. And then we go about our time. Ooh, just a little shores, no Thoughtseize, nothing interesting. Maybe just a mystical dispute held up. That's chill. That's chill vibes. I'll draw it. I'll draw it out. Polluted Delta. Crack. There's no stifles in this format. What are we doing here? There's no stifles in this format. What are we really doing here? That's kind of a banger, not gonna lie. And I know bangers. I know bangers. That's the kids say anyway. Let's glimpse. Mystical Dispute. Spell Snare. That works too. Spell Snare works too. This turn we go Oboro. Tamayo. Oh, Lord. Are they protecting this frog that's coming down next turn? Go. Okay, so if this is gonna be the play pattern, which is smart, I'm just gonna hold out here. I'm just gonna feed this frog. So this is gonna come down. Watery Grave, potentially a mystical dispute here. Yup. Nope. That's why I threw that out. And then Rune Crab. We got one down. Okay. All right. All of that. We finally resolved a crab. All that to finally resolve that. Okay. Go to your main. You draw your card. What are we doing from here? Hopefully no land. Frog pass. I top deck Fatal Push. Bang. That'd be great. That'd be great. Honestly, no play from our opponent would also be great. All right, already not working in our favor. They already got a land down. All right, Frog, Riddler, Consign? Counter Warp Trigger? Potentially? This could just be Dimir Frog. Ah, okay, we just drew a card. Simple. We're gonna, okay, if that's our draw, I'm not gonna fire off Fractured. I think it's more valuable for me to fight on the stack with them. If they have the Fatal Push, I'm not countering it. It's not what I need to be involved with right now. Okay, so we feed their graveyard just a little bit, which is great. More mystical disputes, couple more lands. Okay. I mean, we're not field ruining out the Dimir deck anytime soon, so that's okay. You're not flashing anything in for anything for 1. Yeah, you're clinging to dusting. Yes. Go ahead, draw your card. Replace. I remember when Cling to Dust was a thing in Modern. Like, you really had to push for card advantage in this deck because the mill spells were really bad. Now, you just play critical massive mill spells. Although, this version of the deck is doing something slightly different, so there is that. I will fight for this. I will. Go ahead. Have the counter spell. I need you to tap out. That's the key. I need you to tap out. Yeah, that's fine. I need you to tap out. Because that has to mean something. All right, and that'll have to mean something as well. We'll just keep milling them. As long as they don't have anything past this frog, I'm willing to race it. Okay, Orcish Bowmasters, well, Bloodchief's on top, please. Cast. Let's do that. So you're gonna be drawing some cards. You're gonna draw for turn, draw off Crab there at 21. I Oboro, mill them down to 18. Fractured Sanity mills them for another 14. They're down to 4. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not ideal, but that is a 1/2 frog, only 3 cards in hand. Maybe I get a counter spell out of them, all that stuff. Maybe they play a Land Riddler. If they play a Land Riddler, even better. You know? 3 cards coming in with flying. Yep. No blocks, draw your card. They didn't find a land, otherwise I think it would be valuable for them to just go Riddler. Okay, Sewers, sure. I am going to, because the frog draws them cards, and that actually is valuable to me, getting cards out of this deck, I am going to play the Bloodchief's Ascension first. Not Ascension, Ascension's the damage enchantment, but you know what I mean. I am going to play the Bloodchiefs first. Okay. Go ahead. Stop it. Yeah, I'm on. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. There's 2 psychic frogs in the graveyard. Counterspell? Nice. I'll take it. Take it for what it is. This goes back to my hand. Play this. All right. Here's to not having another counterspell. Please. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay. That has to mean something. You have 4 cards left. You draw for turn. Psychic Frog hits me. You draw a card. It's got to mean something. It's got to mean something. That's why you order it that way, folks. That's why you order it that way. Orcish Bowmasters, probably. Sure. That comes down, pings me for 1, taking me to 16. But that's 1 less card that they can pitch to the Psychic Frog to draw a card. They need to take me down in 2 hits. Because that Psychic Frog, if it hits me and does not end me, they don't win. They draw a card. So we're in a good spot. They also have to be able to remove this crab. I'm not blocking at all. Do your damage. I'm not blocking at all. Kaido? Interesting. Kaido's fair. Kaido's not what I was expecting, but okay. Yup. Okay, so you drew your card. Orcish Bowmasters is your draw. So you have to have a removal spell. Otherwise, I just mill you for the win. Yeah, I think, okay, opponent just made us like have it or whatever. All right, sounds good. Not bad. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with how that went. We're able to pressure the frog. The frog by itself is okay. They're gonna spend all their resources defending that frog. And if you have the resources, you can, prioritize a little bit there. This hand, not bad. Yeah, not terrible. My black source was untapped, but can't have it all. You can't have it all. Thoughtseize? Probably takes push. Because they can like counter everything else. I'm content with preordaining on a later turn. I'll Sewers first. Just to have both of my colors. And then that way, if I need to pivot into a drown for whatever reason, I can Oboro. Otherwise, I preordain. Yep. It's fine. Ah, I was hoping we get Thoughtseize bugged here. Yeah, that's fine. See? There you go. If we need to pivot into a drown, that matters. Right? Especially if they fetch. If they fetch into Crab, that's really important. Yeah, Psychic Frog's a really good resolve here. I don't know how we get one card in their graveyard, but it's a thing. So I think I'm at least supposed to attempt it. I'm going to go Preordain. Oh, yeah. What do you mean? Let's go. Nah, force this. Force this. Force this. Yes. Let's go. Ooh, the Preordain. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, opponent. What do we got? They did mulligan a 5, I guess? Or am I tripping on that? Maybe they didn't. Okay, so I'm just gonna play Shelldock Isle and pass. I think just 2 cards in their graveyard holding up Drown is perfectly fine. We're gonna put Fractured under here. I think that's perfectly fine. Unfortunately, we're kind of we're stuck on our black sources a little bit. I would like another one based on our hand right now. That would be, hold on. So let's surgical the Psychic Frog first. And keep the one in there. Oh, double counterspell? Beautiful. Okay, now we'll snip this because the threats are gonna matter a lot. What they resolve is really gonna matter here. Anyway, we will. I have to keep that copy in there. Just fine. I mean, they don't have any recursion. There's no reanimation spell in here. Okay. Psychic Frogs, and then we counter this. Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide when I step in the room. All right, nothing pass. That's the dream here. Ah, double counterspell. You're killing me. You're killing me. All right, counter it. Yep. I gotta bait them all out, right? I gotta bait them all out. Go ahead. One gone. You going empty-handed? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Okay. And what's nice is even if they like bring in a subtlety or something, like we can just fatal push it, like Oboro goes back to our hand. But now they're in top decks. Now they're in top decks, so that matters. Oboro gets played. There was another way where we could have sequenced that. We needed that black for the glimpse. All right, what do we got? All right, love it. Nothing. Let's return this to our hand. We get got by Mystical Dispute here. Okay. You know? All right. If it's Mystical Dispute, it's Mystical Dispute. Ooh. Milling over 3 fatal pushes is fantastic. Of course, it's poetic. It's poetic. 3 fatal pushes in a row. They would have had. It's poetic, truly. All right. Back on our turn. Surgical on Psychic Frog seems on Psychic Frog. What do I mean? Orcish Bowmaster seems pretty good. Wait, no, they have Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, okay. I was like looking at it wrong. Okay, we'll do it here. Orcish Bowmasters. I will pay a black for this. Spell Snare, great. So a lot of their threats are now gone. So we're gonna re-snip here. So in terms of this, their only win condition right now is Tamiyo. Or not Tamiyo, I don't care about Tamiyo, Kaido. Tamiyo drawing, oh no, Quantum Riddler. Hold on, I shouldn't talk smack. Quantum Riddler and Kaido. Okay, actually pretty good. Tamiyo by itself does nothing. I don't care. You draw a bunch of cards, so be it. It removes cards out of your deck, and then all of a sudden I use my Shelldock Isle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter to me. So let's take out those. Now I could have gone to their draw, but I didn't want to do that in case they found a force negation or a counterspell or whatever. They didn't use anything that turn. I assume they had it. So if they had that counterspell, I just wanted them to tap out here so that they didn't have like a better choice to make once they drew a card. Because there are situations where, hey, they're like, hey, I don't need to counter this. I'm just going to play this Quantum Riddler or whatever. Instead, they could be like, oh, I counter this. And then they draw something that they maybe feel like they could have played anyway. And that's the kind of reasoning for that. So you don't go to their draw there. You just force them to tap out based on what they could have. But a bunch of their threats are now gone, which is great. This is why I brought in the Surgicals and the Extirpates. The problem is going to be grabbing everything else. So 2 counterspells were gone. There's still 2 counterspells. There's still 3 forces, 3 Thoughtseizes. Like there is a lot of stuff in this deck. I have 19 cards before I can even get to the Shelldock Isle. So let's see what happens from our opponent's perspective here. Opponent's stuck on this upkeep for whatever reason. I think they might be a little shell shocked. I think they might be looking at their deck list to see like how they win. But yeah, no, I think taking the Orcish Bowmaster is important, especially because it's a threat that they can recur with the Kaido. Quantum Riddler's a bit of a weird one where they have to get it out like unwarped, right? To even like attack in, and then they can return it with Kaido. You know, fine. It's a lot of mana investment for all of that, so it's got to mean something. You can do some tricky things, like you could Quantum Riddler. If you can Quantum Riddler, you can pay it for 5. Next turn you attack. Kaido for 3. Riddler's goes back to your hand. You play it. You warp it again for 2. Oh, don't piss me off. Hexproof. Be so for real. Bloodchiefs is a thing, but not an answer to this. That's an insane top deck. Yeah, it's not what they would have top decked anyway, because I did shuffle their library off of the surgical. I was hoping to make them work for it, but I guess not. Okay. This gives me my other black source for the Bloodchief, so I'll just do this now. I can remove a permanent from my field anyway if I needed to trigger revolt, so whatever. But like off the Oboro. And this does thin out their deck to allow for more spells, but it's okay. It's okay. This thing got hexproof. I can't freaking target it. I can't even settle the Recklessness thing. Oh my god, what a good Magic card. Truly. Unfortunately, it just doesn't do enough, or like I'd be like forcing this in mill, but like, yeah. Like, I mean, -2 target tap creature is like not bad, but how many opportunities am I going to get to swing in with the crab? You know what I mean? Unblocked. How many opportunities am I going to get? Them drawing cards also not fun, but it's okay. I am going to fire this off on their upkeep. I'm going to fire this off on their upkeep. Once you pass priority, yeah, I am going to do this. Because this opens up the field, like if they don't have a counterspell for me to, you know, Fractured Sanity. This is before they draw for turn. This is before they Surveil 2, like all that stuff. So just forcing it. All right. Found the best answer. And notably, people always going to point out, oh, you could have saved your field right. It doesn't mean I was going to draw that. I did field beforehand, so my deck did shuffle. It's all random, folks. It's all random. Argument is, if I held that field run, I could have paid for the Mystical Dispute. But yes, yes. I know. Guess I'm not dead yet, but whatever. I do have another Surveil land, I believe, so I'm going to play that instead of holding that up for Crab. This thing's a 4/5. The Kaido emblem again. I lose next turn anyway. Yeah, so it doesn't like really matter. I lose next turn anyway. Once they Kaido emblem, so we're gonna Undercity Sewers. Nope. Where's my Ensnaring Bridge? Where is my ensnaring bridge? Go to our turn. What are we top decking? Not what we need. GG's. Going first again, hopefully to make up for whatever the heck is going on in these games. We'll try this. We'll try this. I feel like I do care about this. Drown on 2. Yeah, we'll go land in a crab. Then like land drown. Okay. We'll do it. Shock him in. Shock him in. I wish I had my glimpse. I wish I had my Glimpse the Unthinkable. I would like to continue to feed them out here. Oh, tap land off of back streets. Okay. Field of Ruin, very welcome. I will bring in this Watery Grave. Not Watery Grave, sorry, Swamp. Oh, Esper, Goryos, or Blink? See the ephemera, probably Blink, but never know. You never know. You never know with these metagames, you know? You never know with these metagames, truly. Yeah, I mean, it's really either one, but just gonna no. Just gonna not do that. Okay, go to our turn. Psychic Frug. In response to the fetch, yes. In response to the fetch, we shall play an island. I'm hoping this is just Blink, but let's see. I'll make their mana as painful as possible, or not painful, like as broken as possible. Okay, that's fine. Wonder if they have a basic planes in hand. Hydro. Oh, this is Blink. Okay, yeah. The thing isn't playing. Yeah, Goryos isn't playing Hydroelectric Specimen to my knowledge. Okay, that helps. Onto our draw. If you wanted to remove this, maybe you should have gone to your upkeep. What are we doing? Okay, main. We're gonna play Ruin Crab. I think we're gonna play a Watery Grave. We're gonna shock in a Watery Grave. I'm gonna keep the Otawara as a removal spell. Okay, 2 more spells in that graveyard, please. 2 more spells in that graveyard. That would be great. Velia is pretty chill. We are going to definitely try and remove that. What are we doing? What are we doing? Force negation. That's fine. All right, 1 more card. Big fan of that. Lost the subtlety for that. Big fan, big fan, big fan. Oh, and the fetch. Come on. Come on. Make it easy, will you? Make it easy. Okay. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Let's visions for 3, shall we? Yeah, before that even resolves, let's hit this. Let's do it all. Truly, let's do it all. I have that enter. Mill 4 more cards. Beautiful. Oh my god. Yes, you got your Psychic Frog. Goddamn. Psychic Frog is a good card here. What are we doing? What are we doing, opponent? What are we doing? What are we doing? Return something to your hand. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Go ahead. Return everything. I wanted to give you the options. Return everything. What did they return? Hydroelectric Specimen. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's the one. All right, we managed to get there against the Esper Blink variant. I think we treat this similar to a frog matchup that we just kind of messed with here. Bloodchiefs, Extirpates, and Thoughtseize. Crypt is actually good here, though. That's another thing to think about. Yeah, Crypt is actually good here. So you can argue that. Maybe just drop one Surgical, one Fractured, play 2 Crypt. Yeah, Crypt actually good here. Actually, the Thoughtseize is kind of bad. Why am I even keeping that here? Let's just bring the Surgical and the Fractured back in. The Thoughtseize is kind of bad. Although Crypt does play into, but like, what's the argument here? Like if, okay, hold on. Crypt's actually not good. Hold on. No, it's the same argument for Visions. I'm not thinking this one through. It's the same argument for Visions. Sure. Just do it. Okay, I did not want to find all of my basics in my opening hand. I was really hoping to not draw lands, but fine. It's not fun. The way this hand's looking is not fun. I'd love it if they just played Psychic Frog and pass, and that way I can Surgical the Psychic Frog. It'd be great. No Overlord of the Bailmerk, please. No Bailmerk. No Bailmerk. Just play Psychic Frog. Thank you. Big fan of your work. Watery Grave, yes. Big fan of your work here. Resolve. Hit that. Goodbye. Surgical that. Thank you. One, yes. Get another one. 2, 3. Let's actually snip the deck. Okay, Force Negations, Mystical Disputes, Valley of Solitude, 4 Thoughtseize, and an Ashiok Dream Render. Okay, all right, so you're not forcing nothing, but I do have to be worried about that, the Overlords. So let's be careful about how much I'm actually milling them. Oh, but then that's what I can do next turn. Yeah, okay, all right, change game plan, get whatever card you want. I guess they could get a blue card so that they can force negation. Oh, they're not? Oh, you're not gonna play Bailmerk here. Okay. Interesting. We're just gonna play a Polluted Delta and pass. Oh, Felia. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm more than happy for this to work out this way. Honestly, more than happy. Because this means they're just going to go for an all-in line that I can still punish. They play the Marsh Flats. Go ahead, Bailmerk. Make the risky play. Play into the drown. Play into it all. Yes, mill more cards. Quantum Riddy Diddy. Riddy Diddy. What did we return? I should keep track of this. Returns the Psychic Frog. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's chill with me. Return everything you want. I just want this Crypt Incursion to go the mile. That's genuinely all I need. I need this Crypt Incursion to go the mile. Yup. Okay, well, I'm not going to get everything I want here, but that's okay. We're going to go Swamp into Crypt Incursion here. Okay, mill again. That's fine. You return a Felia or a Solitude, which is fine. Wait, what? Return a not. Oh, or a Planeswalker card. Honestly, I've never had anyone return it, so return things. So that is kind of unfortunate when it comes to thing, and that's okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep milling you pretty aggressively. I'm going to hit the Psychic Frog because I want this game to revolve around this Psychic Frog. I want this game to revolve around the Psychic Frog. Okay. All right. They actually ended up getting rid of thing. All right. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting it. I thought they would actually take the bait and keep milling it, but fine. Thoughtseize on my island. Great. You have another Overlord in hand to my knowledge. Okay. Ashiok Dreamrender is an absolute nightmare of a magic card right now. Yep. Teferi. Okay, yep, that comes down. Sure. Top decks. Glimpse is interesting to say the least. Let's do this. And just keep the pressure up. I mean, if you're not drawing counter spells, I'm in a good spot. If you're not drawing counter spells, I don't really care. I really should have let go of the exile the Psychic Frog. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, nice. Okay. So you're not casting your 5-drops for free. You're gonna need Ephemerate for your Riddler and stuff like that. You're gonna need that. Okay, so they're holding up Counterspell. Yeah, they're gonna keep recurring that. They don't want to attack. You don't want to attack with Bilmerk here. Bilmerk's actually no. You can attack with Bilmerk next turn. Then it's lethal. Okay, you let go of everything just to get like Mega. Find a card. Yeah, Teferi comes back down. Okay. Cycle for the win. All right, GG's. What are we doing? What are we doing, opponent? Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's go to game 3. Let's go to game 3. We're on the draw. The hand's not bad. I mean, it's just not reactive, but it's a crab out. It's a crab out. Scalding Tarn. Okay. Just no Ragavan, please. No Ragavan. That's all I asked. Oh, that's not great. Well, it's worse. That's just worse. If you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's just worse, but all right. No worries. No worries. Oh. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. In case this is not mono red prowess because they got a mountain. But okay. Working around like spell pierces and stuff like that. You know, they did show me a Scalding Tarn. So, okay. Yeah, there you go. There's the blue. Slick Shot. Corey Steel. 0 cost spell. Nothing. Love it. Love it. Love it. Next turn though. I need blockers on board for that Corey Steel token. I need blockers on board. I would like to find a land at some point though. One day. Oh, 2 lava darts. 2 lava darts. Sorry, I'm gonna take myself over there to cry. I'm gonna take myself over there. If I don't move, it's because the screen's frozen. Because I'm entering a deep depression. Yup. Land. Second spell. Okay. I'm gonna be so real with you. If I don't draw land, I'm conceding. If I do not draw land, this is not a game. Even then, barely. The triple Fractured Sanity, barely. Milling over 2 lava darts is definitely the icing on the cake. Where is that going? That at the crab? Okay, good enough. It's good enough. You're good. Okay. So We're gonna take out the surgicals. All right. Take out maybe one of the visions. Right. We're gonna be playing Crypt, Profane. Okay. And more removal. Let's take out another visions. Play the Bloodchiefs, right? We're gonna do that. That is gonna be our plan. That is all we got. That is the best we can do. You know, it's not like we have Tishana Tidebinder on the friggin' Prowess creatures, because that'd be something. But even then, that is just like a unreliable plan. So let's make it work to the best of our abilities, folks. Let's do our best. Yippee! So excited to be playing Prowess. We did 1-2 a frog and then into a 2-0, into another frog deck. But Prowess without Tasha's, very hard to make work. Very hard to justify even attempting this matchup in any way, shape, or form. Opponent definitely not going to be going first. We are. I can't keep this hand. I can't keep this hand. If only I had a black source. I can keep this one though. I can keep this one though. I will drop the Hedron Crab because we're going to start off on Undercity Sewers and start trying to find, okay, whatever. You know what? Keep that. Keep that. We can preordain for other lands as well, because next turn we're just going to be going Fatal Push into Ruin Crab as a blocker, potentially to draw out another removal spell from them, which is good enough. And then turn after that, we can hold up our drown, maybe start countering their threats from there. Okay, so we're going to play the Oboro, we're going to play the Crab, and we're going to pass the turn. Okay, is this like a mystical dispute coming at us? A Stern Scolding? Stern Scolding is really weird in this metagame, but it has value. Stern Scolding is actually unironically like pretty solid, but okay, dispute, that's fine. Interesting that they care about the Crab this much. I don't know, but it's a spell to use. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the type of thing they should be using that dispute on, but I guess we have to assume they have more now. Okay, Mountain comes down. Slick Shot show off. DRC. Preordain. Let's see what we got here. Opponent. Okay. Ooh, Corey Steel to the bin. We don't want that, eh? Okay. I mean, it is a type. It is an artifact, so artifact land, instant sorcery, that gives them all the types they need. So let them scry how they want. That'll give them the types they need. That is now a 3/3. They went 2 top. Oh my God. 2 top. You always hate to see it with a Preordain. You truly always hate to see it with a Preordain. But at least we're able to quote unquote keep pace. Land. Not what I was looking for. We're going to start here. I am going to play out both of my crabs. We're going to go bottom and top this. Shock this in. I know it is losing 2 life, but it's just freeing up our mana a little bit. We play that and we pass. We have 2 blockers, which does matter. Of course, if they play Slick Shot show off, that goes out the window. But tapping out does incentivize them to also, quote unquote, tap out and just play out a bunch of things. They could still have a mystical dispute. They could still have a spell pierce, but it does lean into maybe this is a good opportunity for me to just get things out. I don't have to worry about interaction. Maybe I can remove a bunch of things and whatever. Okay, Slick Shot in the other zone. We're definitely going to be looking to counter that on the way down. Sure, island it is. Okay. Okay, still no lava darts, which is great. Honestly, I miss the days when like the way you'd beat Prowess as mill is like you would take out a bunch of your mill cards. You would honestly like take out crabs and everything, right? You'd bring in a whole swath of interaction spells, and I'd be playing like Ashiok Dream Render. You would just turn into the hard control deck. That would be the way you would kind of interact with that matchup. We are going to attempt to counter this. This is a card that does more damage, so it's better they cast spells while this is on the stack. I can play around Pierce. I can't play around Dispute. All right, great. That's got to be a win. Okay, iteration it is. I can at least block here. What do we got? What are we exiling? That's the key. What are we exiling? The card you draw, who the heck knows? Okay, fair enough. Coming in, do we have another card? We have another card. I'm going to block here and force a spell. I could get blown up by lightning bolt. It just gets used now. That's fine. That's a spell that's getting used to pump this. That's even better. Perfect. That's a pump spell that's not gonna, like, I'm still at 18 life. That's a pump spell that's not gonna worry me down the line. Okay, a little unfortunate, but we will draw a land down the line. That'll be okay. Okay, I'm assuming they do not mind us milling them, especially with them being able to find lava darts down the line. And we keep it pushing. These crabs are going to Jesus. They are definitely... Oh, are we fetching? Free. Okay, we're going to be able to throw this out, which is great. Unfortunately, we don't have... Like, this is the type of matchup where I honestly do wish I did have Ensnaring Bridge. Because, yeah, they can get in underneath, like, they can attack initially and then throw instants out. You do get away with situations where you are empty-handed. Especially once you get to 5 mana, like, there's nothing you're really worried about. Heck, if you have a surgical and no targets, I don't know, maybe their whole graveyard's gone, you surgical yourself? There's no way your whole graveyard's gone. Okay, this is... Yeah, I'm not taking all this damage. I gotta hold that off for as long as possible. Perfect. You may ask why I'm not archive trapping them. Don't need to do that right now. You don't need to do that. No lava darts in their graveyard is a good situation to have them at. I just blocked. I don't need them to play another prowess threat next turn and then potentially just dart me. I'm even like kind of paid off for it because I top deck a Profane Memento. But just because they fetch doesn't mean I need to kind of fall for that. That's not something I need to be doing right now. Okay, bobble it is. Got your triggers, yield to all. And this is where a situation like Lava Dart could be pretty lethal. If I archive trap them, who knows, 2, maybe even 3 Lava Darts hit the graveyard. That's 3 damage to me, I'm at 15, right? 3 more prowess triggers, this is 5. 3 more prowess triggers, this is 6. That is, like, that's 14 damage. Am I miscounting that? Like, that's 14 damage, I'm at 18. They could very well have a lightning bolt and then I'm done. You know what I mean? You got to be very careful. You got to be very careful. Visions of Beyond. Ooh, don't tell me with a good time now. Hold on. First visions I can pay for like get 3 cards off of. No Orcish Bowmasters to punish me. Okay. All right. Rune Crab comes down. Mystical Dispute maybe. Okay. Hopefully this can gain me at least like 1 to 2 life. That'd be great. No lava darts yet. Great. I'm not going to be fetching that unless it's in response to a removal spell, because the potential to gain some life is very, very big here. Profane Memento, unfortunately, not even exactly what we're looking for in this matchup either. It's just not going to be the value add you need. So we're definitely going to be blocking. I'm going to be blocking the Monastery Swift Spear. Ooh. All right. I feel in this case, we try and just get our value. I made up for it by like fetching. At least we get an Undercity Sewers, which, you know, might be able to find us a removal spell. Okay, still no Lava Darts is good. Another Visions is very welcome. I will definitely take that. Another Visions is very welcome. Because maybe I can find a Field of Ruin to then better resolve this Archive Trap. Maybe even find another Archive Trap or whatever. Okay. Okay, putting that in the graveyard. Thank you. That gains me a life. I'll take that for what it is. The life does matter. Especially with no Lava Darts in the graveyard. That's insane. No Lava Darts in here is, I don't know. You can't ask for luckier games of Magic, I guess. It's a lot of damage coming my way though. I could very well lose. Depending on the hand they have, I could very well lose. Okay, all right. So I guess I'm fine. Okay, go to draw our favorite Magic card. Let's Visions. Fatal Push, very welcome. Very, very welcome. Okay, yeah, Fatal Push, very welcome. Okay, hopefully no Lava Darts. No, wow. We are getting lucky. We are getting lucky. Okay, so unless they have a removal spell, we are blocking something, which is great. Okay. Near lethal here. Just one? No, I was gonna say, no, that's not correct. Okay, we're gonna block here. Cast a spell. Mutagenic growth on that, eh? Okay. This thing got Prowess. It's like doing the most amount of damage to me, so I have to try and I have to push this. I lose out on potential life gained. I'm gonna pass right through because I'm still at 2. I'm still at 2. They could very much not have the removal spell or the bolt or whatever. I have to play around them having 1 Lava Dart, so I can't Polluted Delta. Okay. I mean, I guess like I had to play to that out. Like, I don't know. I was playing around too much, hoping to find some type of removal spell, but really, yeah, I had to Polluted Delta there to potentially try and gain 1 life. They had the Spell Pierce anyway. I'm locked out into a bad situation. It's not like I was, yeah. Like, it's not like I was resolving this anyway by the looks of it, yeah. Because I was at that life situation where, I don't know, I had to gain some life off of that mill, but even then, I had to gain like 2 life. The amount of creatures that they have, it probably wasn't going to happen statistically, but it could. It could. Now I don't know. Hopefully we have some better luck in these next couple of games here. Been a tough league. It's been a tough time. It's been a tough time. Let's see. Let's see what our opponents are up to right now. Actually, while this is going, I'm going to see what's going on with the status of the video. All right, opponent fetches, which is kind of nice. And then, let's see here. Let's see here. Watery Grave into another frog variant, probably. All right, I mean, I'm throwing this at you. Because I might as well. I'm gonna share this video into the Discord. All right. So this is Goryos. Okay. Okay. Lots of crying gonna happen right now. Lots of pain, lots of crying, especially with you know, them probably gonna take my drown. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. You're definitely gonna Goryos me next turn. All right. All right, let's shock this in. They play frog, then I can answer frog. They play frog, I answer frog. Goryos, let me see it. Let me see the goddamn Goryos. Psychic frog, that's what I was looking for. That is exactly what I was looking for. Bang. Top decks, baby. Top decks, baby. No exiles. You're gonna let my visions go for free. I was gonna say if I find a thing here, could have fed that graveyard a little bit more, but I'm kind of hesitant. Like, they clearly don't have the Goryos in hand. They don't have the Goryos in hand. They could find it in hand. Just didn't want to feed that graveyard any more than I needed to. Okay. All right. Tap lands, all welcome. All right. Everything is coming up sunshine and rainbows, truly. Oh my God. And we find this. All right. Let's play this. Let's do this one at a time. Will be optimal here. If we find a Goryos. Nope, we do not find a Goryos. There's the Goryos. We're not gonna hit this right now because they have force negation. They don't have 2 blue, so it's better for me. Actually, it's better for me to just do this on their turn. Yeah, in all honesty, just do this on their turn. On their upkeep, we're gonna hit their Goryos. Just in case I draw a drown, I'm not gonna use on my black source. So I'm gonna do this first. Nice. That has gotta feel so good. All right, beautiful. So let's snip this deck out. So they have no reanimation spells past that. We don't have to worry about that coming back. There's one more Psychic Frog left in the deck. Oh my God. The amount of luck that we have is insane. Definitely going to be drawing 3 cards. Okay. No drown to speak of. That's okay. As long as they don't find a white source like that, thing's not coming down. All right. Wow. We were able to steal it. Oh, baby. Okay. All the visions go. One of the Preordains go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more drown. Thoughtseize. Just run it like that. Just run it like that. You got to run all the surgical effects. You got to keep your mill effects. It's tough. It's tough. There is usually a lot more room for removables, but who knows? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I don't know what we got to do. I don't know what we got to do. Do we got to start playing Leyline of the Void in the sideboards of these decks? It's not it. Just to be able to block crabs? Come on now. Come on. That ain't it. That ain't it. I was thinking the other day, like, on the lines of Quantum Riddler, I wish there was, like, more cards that like brought back from exile, but then I also went through that line of thought. I'm like, no, let's just keep cards in exile. Yeah, let's not do that. I kind of went immediately shoveled it back. So just thinking out loud, but yeah. Lord, I don't know. Well, a lot of people on my Twitter for what? Hey, yo, that tweet I made about Modern got people mad. Sam Pardee in here too. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of people in here. A lot of people talking about like homogenous gameplay and like, you know, Psychic Frogs, Quantum Riddlers everywhere. That's fair too. That's fair too. I mean, if we get Thoughtseize, we get Thoughteize. If we get Thoughtseize, we get Thoughteize. If we get freaking Frogged, we get Frogged. What is opponent doing? Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna mulligan too. I don't think this is. All right, this is a little bit better, I will say, just off the basis of if they fetch into Thoughtseize, I can archive trap into Surgical, right? And I can just get the Goryos from there, and then all they're taking from me is a crab at that point. They're at least mull down to 5, and we get a draw. Okay, that's not what we're looking for, but that's okay. That is okay. Okay, Gristle Daddy. Gristle to die. Okay, let's just get the crab out. Let's just get the crab out. Okay. Fortunately, I can't archive trap properly here. I don't really get the Goryos. I hope they don't have the Goryos, but they could. I don't get to surgical. I do have to surgical this here. Hopefully they don't have a second Goryos. Okay, they don't. Great. Yeah, let's snip this. Sorry. Prismatic ending to fairy. Okay. Okay, Trax is the primary target. Force negations. Disputes. Okay, cool. No Goryos. There, we will do this. No boss. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yep. And then save targets always yield. We're just gonna do this before they get any opportunity for a land. We have an Undercity Sewers. Pretty far ahead. The biggest scary thing is like top deck Goryos. If they top deck Goryos, there's only so much you can do, right? Like you can't stop that. That's pure randomness. So this one, you just mill them out, try and get them off of their fetchables because we know they don't have any lands here. And all they have is like a prismatic, really. That's their best play. That or Teferi, but yeah, prismatic. Okay, yep, just get the bigger one. Yeah, we're just going to continue to mill you more. Just going to keep you off of lands. That's the whole goal. You don't have 3 drops that I care about. No, not a random trespasser coming out of the sideboard or anything like that. All right, yeah, there you go. Get them off. Get them off of cards. Get them off of cards and lands. That way they're not flashing back Faithful Mending either. Sad. Yeah, that's the life. That's not ironically, that's the life. All right, that's the one. And they can ephemerate it. Yeah, you lose to that. You lose that. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's okay. I mean, yeah, you have the ephemerate in your hand. You take a land. You found a land in there, so one of every type. Yeah, no. I mean, maybe they don't have a fetchable. Maybe they don't have a fetchable. If this, and it was exactly the freaking white. You know what? It's still possible. It's still possible. I'm gonna take 7. I'm gonna take 7. Sure, ephemerate. Go ahead. Draw more cards. If I top deck Fractured Sanity, I actually win this. Unless they took Force Negation. They took Force Negation. Okay, I don't win this. Is there an out that I'm not thinking about right now? Visions of Beyond. They have Force Negation in this pile. No, they had Force in that pile too. Yup. Like, I could drown this on their turn. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. There were outs. There were outs. Okay. There were unironically outs. Okay. You just run it back. I think you bring in a drown because you're back on the play. You just run it back. That's okay. You lost to a top deck. You did everything you could. You lost to a little bit of randomness, and that is not the problem here. Opponent, please. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I would like to play first here. All right. I don't know. It's only so much you're gonna like play around Thoughtseize and everything. Like if they don't have Thoughtseize, great. I have to play into the prismatic and just hope for the best to be able to counter the frog. The big thing I care about is the first frog, the first Goryos, all that stuff. Okay, great. I get to put some cards in a graveyard and counter the second spell. Great. The first spell, I guess, at this point. Okay, Flooded Strand. Okay, there you go. We took a Mystical Dispute out of them. And we also have to then, because Goryos is an instant, we have to be careful about everything we're doing past this. Okay, sure. We have an Undercity Sewers to grab. Try and find maybe a surgical, because they still could go land, remove our frog. You're supposed to take drown here. It doesn't matter. Archive trap doesn't matter. You want me to feed your graveyard. If you're playing around top decks, oh, I don't know if that's correct, but okay, I'll take it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you don't have another land. No way. You're lying. You're lying. The hand can't have been that good. You're lying. You're lying. The hand was not that good. Oh my God. I mean, yo. You dream. You gotta keep dreaming. You go Shelldock Isle here. Just keep that set up. Teferi's so far from being played that it's... Oh my God, it's hilarious. We're gonna put the Oboro under here. Like, oh my God, I love it. Like, they're gonna think I have something. They're gonna think I have something. Oh my God. Okay. Just in case they go land into something. Yes, they do not. They do not. I love it. I love it. I love it. Go to discards. Love it. Find your own Goryos target. Yup. Nah. Yo, the surgical on top is actually amazing. No Goryos in graveyard though. Even though I have a surgical on top. It's okay. It's free from the Thoughtseize. It's free from the reaches of Thoughtseize. Nah, voted. The one lander can't have been this good. It can't have been this good. Let's go. I love it. Okay, let's play this tapped. Right? Where is the freaking Goryos Vengeance? Like, where? I'm like 18 cards deep. They can't all be in your hand. You're lying if they're all in your hand. Okay. You're absolutely lying if they're all in your hand. Sure. All right. We did it. We, like, all of it was worth it. All of it was worth it. All right. So they got 20 cards in there. I have no visions to top deck to draw more cards, but I do have a surgical should they Goryos once. Oh my God. Can I cast the freaking Oboro? What does it say, cast? You may play. Oh my God, I actually do get, I've never done this before. Wait, can I actually unironically play the thing? I've never done this before. I actually love that. Okay, hard cast. I've actually never done this before. Okay, there's the Goryos. That's all I need. Go to their turn. On your upkeep. I can play it on the spell pierce, so it doesn't matter. On your draw. Let's hit the... Where is it? Where's... I just saw it. Goryos Vengeance. You definitely have like 50 of them in your hand. You definitely have like 50 of them in your hand. Get out of here. You don't have it. I can pay for spell pierce. You don't have it. Oh, yo. Wait. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. That is... Okay. I was not ready for that. No! No! I'm actually screaming. I'm actually screaming. I didn't play around everything. It was actually correct for me to just wait. Oh, the only fetchable is that. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Oh! Okay. 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 Yes, I can play it. I can mill them for 3 more. They'll have the surgical regardless. Yes, they'll have the surgical regardless. They can't cast Mystical Dispute. It's better for me to just do this here. not go to their draw, because now I know that's a thing. Screw that. Let's... Ain't no way you actually took it out. Ooh, good on you, good on you, good on you. Ooh, there's no Goryos here. Good on you. You took him out of the graveyard. Okay, all right, no problem, no problem, no problem. I'll just do it in response. I will, okay. Okay, sure. Go ahead, cast your Goryos. Cast your Goryos, I'm ready. Do you have any more fetchables? If you have a fetchable, oh my god, I applaud you. There's no way. I milled that many cards, you still have a fetchable. Okay, well, yeah, it's gonna be the Atraxa. Hold on. I'm actually gonna, so I'm gonna, just to kind of confuse them, I'm going to hit not the Atraxa they're targeting. Okay, and then they didn't have it. Okay. Wow. We got really lucky there. 2-2 in this league. Let's see if we can't close it out. Going first is a good sign, hopefully. I can't keep this hand. I can definitely do this one. We'll drop the Visions of Beyond. And probably just start on... Probably just... I don't want to give them information. Although I could just play Shelldock Isle and just say screw it, but let's see. If they go like reveal Devourer of Destiny, I'm definitely playing Crab on one. It serves me better to just do that. Serves me way better to just do that. Because the chances of them having Dismember are low. But if I go, no, so you drop Visions here. No Devourer of Destiny was revealed, so I think I'm just gonna play Shelldock Isle. Whatever, just give them the information. I'm mill, so be it. Hopefully this isn't friggin' red-green pawns. Like, all right, 2-2 bracket. What do you got in store for me? 2-2 bracket. What do you got in store for me? Okay, just a little fetch. Do we have any archive traps, opponent? Do we? Steam Vents. Jeskai Control, Ragavan. Might be Zoo. Might be Zoo. Or like a Blink variant. Do I try and find a Fatal Push or do I play Crab? I think I play Crab. I think like this also just gives me the information I need to try and like figure out what like I'm playing against right now. So that's pretty good. Elegant Parlor Arid Mace. What? What are we playing against right now? I'll find those later. I don't need a fetch shock right now. Oh Lord. Some type of Jeskai. All right. Definitely hit the Flage. Bottom and bottom, please. Okay. We're going to go to their turn, play around the Force Negation. Spell Pierce isn't as common, but I get got by it. It's just Force Negation is more common than Spell Pierce. So you just have to play to those odds. Taking Flage takes a huge thing off our back here. Oh, it's Blink. Yeah, okay, so this is Jeskai Blink. All right. I mean, there goes our thing. So let's snip it. I don't think we're going to be favored against a pile of stuff like this, but all right. So Prismatic Ending is going to come down and destroy my thing. There's no way they don't, because then you can Riddler anyway. You get everything you want. Sacred Foundry, Prismatic, Treasure, Riddler. It's great. And you have another Ragavan too. Yep. Take them. Start making your tokens. Okay, Glimpse. I needed that. I needed that. Riddler me. Riddler me this. Opponent. Draw a card. Let it be a mystery card. I would love... What? We are passing the turn. Why? Why might we pass the turn? Okay. We're going to do this. Okay. Okay, we're going to pass the turn. What are we doing? Okay. Hit the Rathis, guys. Exactly 3 cards left. Yep. I'm not think here. I'm not gonna do that preemptively. We're gonna hit you with this. Get at least a mill 3 and show me the top. Honestly, keep them. Keep them. Fortunately, we don't have an untapped land. I would love an untapped land. Next turn, they have exactly enough to Riddler on 5. Yep. I had to have a removal spell here. That was the ideal draw. Ragavan, ramp. Who needs green to ramp? You got red. You got red. Quantum Riddler coming down. The Riddle Diddle. The Riddle Diddle. The Riddle Dizzler. The Riddle Dizzler. Coming down. Just drawing 1 card, thankfully. Just 1. The Riddle Dizzler. What do we do? What do we do about the Riddle Dizzler? Now, unfortunately, I cannot do anything. I think I actually just have to concede. I cannot get anything going here. Technically, I don't lose next turn, but still. They're not in enough cards where like Fractured into Fractured wins the game, where like I can play my Otawara, top deck Fractured, like do all this. It's not there. Okay, so I have to... I think I'm going to be keeping some amount of those. I will also be bringing in Extirpates, bringing in Thoughtseize. I will probably be bringing in... Not Thoughtseize, Extirpate. I'll be doing that. And then I will drop... One crab for a Thoughtseize. Is that even correct? Is Thoughtseize even worth it here? What am I Thoughtseizing? Just like turn 1 plays? Ephemerates, like tricky things? It's probably my worst top deck, to be fair, too. So it's not what this matchup is for. It's bring this back in and just bring in a Visions, honestly. You can argue Crypt is actually pretty good here, too. But I think we should be fine with just a little bit of removal. Okay, I think this can take us there. I think, okay, so they just brought in 7 cards straight. They're at 67 post board. Can we push it? Hedron Crab comes down. And then we can... Surgical... I mean, we're going to fetch Shock. We'll play our Rune Crab. We can surgical, you know, everything problematic. You're probably supposed to take Ephemerate, I believe. Let me think here. Yeah, you take Ephemerate with Extirpate. No, not Ephemerate. You take Solitude with Extirpate. Play out the bad one. Hope they don't have the Regavin. But then they draw to 7, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. Fetch. No archive traps to punish here, unfortunately. No archive traps to punish anything. Sacred Foundry. Shocks in. Removal spell, sure. Yup. All right, same plan, just doesn't go as deep. do we got? Okay, nothing there. A little sad about that. We're gonna shock in a Watery Grave, just in case we get everything we want. Literally got nothing. Like, what the helly? Like, actually, what the helly? Yo, what if I take Arid Mesa unironically? What happens when I take Arid Mesa unironically? Okay, hold on. I'm making a meta call. Not a meta call, I'm making a gameplay call that might pay off. What happens when I do this? What happens when I do this? Ooh. Okay. So you're locked in the Scalding Tarn. I really wish I could have gotten their land. Unfortunately, they had like this, but okay. Thought I had something. I thought I was cooking there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was cooking. All right. I thought I was cooking. All right. I tried. No Scalding Tarn for me to grab. Arguably at that point, grab like Hollowed Fountain, maybe. Nah. 2 Scalding Tarns. Nah, they're like, nah, no more. Okay, riddle, just a little riddle diddle. Just a little riddle diddle. Okay, 4 cards. Hopefully they don't find another land. That'd be great. No land, no removal, please. I'm a big fan of that. So let's just pass on through. Ooh, Flage. Yeah, after I drown your next spell, I will hit that. After I drown your next spell. Go away. All right, whatever. I have to let that go. Yeah, see, it's gotta go. That's gotta go. Can't have that. It's gotta go. All right, so you're still pretty far from flaging, so I can get away with this. Knowing you have Mystical Dispute, I can get away with this. Just gonna do this for now. Thankfully, actually, no more flages were found in that, which is actually kind of insane. Quantum Riddler, just for 2, just to be able to draw a card. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. All right, 2 mana draw card. Good old riddle diddle. Good old riddle diddle. Okay, so on our turn, we're going to take the Flage. On their turn, we're going to take the Flage. You could start taking like fetchables and stuff. Like we know their deck. Like they lost Thundering Falls. They don't have their... They still have Sacred Foundries. No. They don't really have much, but they have like basics and stuff, so it's fine. We're gonna be just going with the game plan here. We just can't let that Flage be their long game. We can't let that be their long game. Nice, found one in hand. They did find a Scalding Tarn. I mean, they're just going to hold a Mystical Dispute now, which is like kind of annoying, but I mean, I can pay for it. Right now, this is their snip. This is their updated snip. Yeah, see, they still have 2 planes, 2 mountains. Yeah, a fair amount of basics. I mean, they play around Field of Ruin pretty damn well here. But at least what's in their hand right now is super dead. It's super dead. Yep. So that's gotta feel good. Fatal Push is nice, especially with like an Oboro out. If I need to hit like a subtlety, but I'm not hitting much actually. All things considered, what are their threats? Fable tokens, still more Ragavans. Why do I keep trying to exit that? Okay, search your library. Sure, keep it on top, or are we binning it? Are we binning it? Are we binning it? What are we doing? Oh, keeping it on top. That means it's getting trapped. What a trap. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. So 1 Solitude, Ophelia, 2 Solitudes, 2 Ragavans. Wait, that's actually huge. So they have a Fable and Ophelia. Fable and Ophelia are their threats. That is huge. Oh my god, that mill was crazy. Fable and Ophelia. Okay. Both of those, well, Fable kind of represents 2 threats, so that's kind of annoying there. But I do get to, you know, the Ophelia, at least clean answer. Fable, I get to hit the first thing. They then get to draw into more. I can't choke them out on any more mana. I mean, I can, like, kind of hit on their red pieces if I want, but... Okay, that's not being cast anytime soon. I need a Field of Ruin to cast this Archive Trap. Otherwise, it's getting Mystical Disputed. Otherwise, it's getting disputed. Yeah, they have 2 types of blue, so it's not like they have to, like, if they found a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, that they would lose their blue source trying to cast that. Main comes in. Okay, you found your other planes. You're gonna Ephemerate for... Oh, you're just gonna Riddler, which is valid. I actually forgot about this completely. I forgot these were in exile. I completely forgot these were in exile. I love that. No, I needed a land. I needed an Archive Trap. Ooh! No, this deck cannot screw me over right now. Come on. We did all this work for like nothing. Truly nothing. Oh, they're casting the other one. Oh my god, they're casting the other one. Yeah, you got to use your Sacred Foundry for that, buddy. Yeah. Please have mercy. Why are you using all that mana for? You don't need to, I don't think. What are you casting? I think opponent messed up here. You could have held up Mystical Dispute. Yeah, opponent messed up here. Okay, this is a big opening. I can force game 3. If I find a land, I force game 3. An untap land specifically. If I find an untapped land, I force game 3. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Opponent actually messed up so hard. Oh my god. What are you talking about? Let's go. They could have held up a blue. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we gotta force another one. We gotta force another one. Bang. Oh Lord. I think the grand scheme of things. Yeah. 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 We're back on the draw, so we're back on the draw. I really would like to 3-2 this league. I really would like to. I wish we had a black source. I can't keep this hand. What's our opponent doing? All right. They brought in even more cards. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you don't get to just bring in 4 cards for free and keep it. I'm mulling to 5 as well. It's gonna have to be this one. All right. Mulligan, mulligan, mulligan. Come on. Trionor. Yes. Yes. Yo, these deep mulls. Thank you. Yes. Big fan of these deep mulls. Screw you. Honestly, screw you. That's what you get. That's what you get for bringing in 4 more cards. No way. That's what you get. And I get to draw too. I get more resources too. Screw you. That's right. Get out of here. Now, if you go Mountain Ragavan, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get pretty pissed off at Mountain Ragavan. But let's see. Oh, Mulligan, come on. Mulligan, one more time. One more time. Go to 3. Go to 3, you loser. You know you have to. You know you have to. Come on, Trionar. Ah, all right. You can't have it all. All right, no Ragavan. I think I lose to, like, literally Ragavan here. Damn it. Red Source Ragavan? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, good. All right, a proactive elegant parlay. And that also makes sense, right? In case I draw into an archive trap. That also makes sense. So they kept the card on top, which is kind of scary. We will do this and we will pass. I can try and just start Field of Ruining them. I mean, hopefully that means something, but I'm going to be pretty late to those fields. They might have even kept a one. I think they kept a one-lander. I think they actually kept a one-lander. They keep keeping cards on top, so I'm imagining their lands. In which case, I will probably pretty proactively use this Fractured Sanity. I think that only serves me better. We're gonna bin that. I don't need this many lands. Okay, I'm assuming the reason they did that is they have a land on top, so I'm gonna do this proactively. Oh, they have a Felia, so they had a threat. Okay, that's also interesting. That's good to know. It's good to know. Maybe okay. It's good to know. Obsidian Charmaz, eh? Had a land, eh? Who knows? Did they top deck that? Did they not? Whatever. Okay. So we just got to start fielding their lands. That's all this is about at this point. So I'm going to punish your blue sources. It's got to be blue. That's the color I care most about. It's got to be blue. Even though red's their threat, like if I draw this game out, blue is what I care about. Perfect. Don't piss me off right now. Like, got all these goddamn blue sources. Okay. Did we bin that or what did we do? I'm like forgetting. I'll leave it on top, eh? All right. Well, I'm gonna shuffle. Okay. Be doing this. All right. One Flage in there is actually really scary. I have nothing for that. They have all the lands they need. What's my plan here? You definitely have white, red next turn. That's definitely going to be a thing. White, red is 100% something you have. Okay. That's what I was hoping to avoid milling out. White, red. Because I know based on the basics they have in their deck, that's what they have. Especially off this last screen grab. I know there's like a Basing Mountain somewhere in here. Yeah, Basing Mountain, double plains. I'm not locking them out of that. But let's see here. I think I have to try and find Surgical, right? I think I have to try and find Surgical. That's all I have. Okay, draw a card. Yup. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. Okay, before you find... actually, I kind of do want you to hardcast Mystical Dispute on this. I actually do want you to do that. Oh my god. Yeah, I actually do want you to... Sure, even better. Perfect. That gives me a turn. That's all I need. Hopefully that's all I need. I don't know. Like, gives me a turn. Hopefully that's all I need. Okay, well... I'm not getting my types then. That is a little unfortunate. Okay. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Another Flage. Not what I'm looking for. I know that Flage is coming down. I know it is. So we're going to island. I am going to Visions first. Yes. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Have another force. Have another force. Nah. Nah. Nah, you don't. That's not happening. That's not happening. Sorry, that's not a thing that's happening. Sorry. It's not happening. My surgical is resolving on this Flage. My surgical is resolving on this Flage. Great, great. I love your March of Otherworldly Light, but my surgical is resolving on this Flage. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh my god. Visions of Beyond. Fantastic magic card. Fantastic magic card. Okay, they're gonna march my crab. I get to continue to punish them on lands. Even better. That's why I didn't field first, right? In case I drew that, drown. So you march. Oh. I mean, I guess, yeah, you just do that and then you march. But, okay. Okay. March? No? It's an instant. It's an instant. Oh. Why'd we... Oh, you draw Ephemerate? Because that'd be insane. The Ephemerate draw here is insane. Like, unironically, drawing Solitude into Quantum Riddler into Ephemerate is like an insane... Oh, both of them. Both of them. Oh my god. Like the effort I had to go through just to do what I did. Oh my god. Oh my god. The draw is insane. The draw is insane. Okay. Well, yeah, screw you. I don't want you to hard cast these anymore. You already lost your basic island. I don't want these being hard cast. Or Force of Negation being hard cast, so whatever. Oh my god. This is actually redonkadonks. You're drawing 2 cards next turn. 2 cards. Give me a mill spell. That's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Give me a mill spell. Oh my god. Okay. The fact that you drew the Consign. The Consign draw is crazy. And you draw 2 cards here. Oh my god. Please. Have mercy. Oh. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Okay. Yeah. That's gotta mean something. Yeah. I'll bounce the Riddler. Yeah, I bounced the Riddler. And hopefully they just have no more blue sources. Okay. You can draw another card with it, but this is just giving me a better clock. Like, it's giving me more time. It's giving me 1 more turn to bounce this back to your hand. Unless you have freaking thing into Ephemerate again. You don't have another red source. You don't. Or another blue source. You don't. I swear it's only 3. Oh, right. The hallowed fun. The hallowed fun. Okay. So they had it regardless. They Obsidian Charma. Okay, fair enough. Charma's lit. Charma is everything I ever wanted in a Magic card, truthfully. Everything I ever wanted to happen to me right now. Yup. Oof, this is a toughie. Lots of value. Lots of value on my opponent's side. But all right, 2-3 in this league. GG's.